going to be leading this chat today. We're going to be talking about all things Crumpy past, Crumpy present, and Crumpy future. We're going to be talking about some of the things we have gone through in our lives just because of the TikTok that we did the past couple of days. We've had a good interaction. We've had good engagement with it. So we thought, why not do a bit of a chat about our past and things we've gone through and things that have led us here to where we are right now. And I want to make sure that everybody's okay and just let everybody know. Yanley, thank you for the host, sir. Crumpy, get fucked. I want to know. Yeah, the ghost of Crumpy's present. Look, guys, we're going to get into some deep stuff. I can't warn that I won't cry because I don't know what's going to happen. However, we did go into a TikTok a couple of days ago and it got quite good engagement, like I said. So we figured, why not start at the beginning? And we're lucky enough, Queen's off work. So we've got Queen here. So I'm going to bring Queen in to lead the charge. Queen's going to come in and lead the charge. Crumpy's going to be sitting behind, backing everything up Queen says and everything Queen does. But yeah, if we're going to get into it, we're going to wait for a few more people to roll in. After we finish the talk, we're going to go and share our love raids, guys. We're going to go and share our love raids, which is what we love to do on the channel. Dinner was amazing. We had tacos. Queen is going to lead tonight, guys. Queen is going to lead. Fat Crumpet looks like a delicious breakfast concoction. Absolutely he does. I've still got to put them in the alerts, guys, because I know you guys like those things. So I'm still going to put those in the alerts. I'm going to swap over to Queen now. Queen's going to come and lead the charge, like I said. Queen's going to come in and lead the charge, and Crumps is going to sit from behind. That is definitely a possibility. We did Lani yesterday, actually, Cabbage. No, when did we do Lani? We did Lani 2 days ago. I think we did Lani on Saturday. Hey, Crumps, just a quick one first. Have you ever accidentally rated it? I haven't like Rue has, SK. I did see his Discord. He's deleted the message. Oi, I said, just asking for a friend. Oi, I seen it. Rue. I seen it, dickhead. I seen it in your Discord. Rue, how could you possibly manage to stuff that up? No, actually, I have done it before. I have done it before. Very early in my career, Rue, so don't feel bad. Don't feel bad, Rue. I have done it before. I think TTP was there when I did it, or you witnessed, Rue. I don't know. But I have done it before, Rue, so don't feel bad. Don't feel bad, Rue. It does happen to the best of us. I copied the message Riley put in it's his fault. Hey, I actually did. I did it, so don't get upset. I have done it before myself. It's something that we all do one time or another. It's never our faults. It's always the people who say it's their faults. But yes, Rue and SK, I have seen it before. I apologize, Rue. I thought I hadn't, but I remembered. It was literally like a month or two into my streaming career, I believe. I think it was on the PC, and I hadn't had the PC very long, and I didn't know how it worked properly. All right, so without a further ado, guys, I'm going to bring in Queen. We're going to start having a chat about everything. So, guys, can we get some queens in the chat, please? Queens in the chat. For the beautiful, the love of my life, Wonder Woman, does it all. Queen Zara, ladies and gentlemen. I just fucking rattled the whole screen. Hey, Crumpy!
Yeah.
There you go.
Fuck. I wanna know if you're a mad cunt.
You think on the fly?
Hola, everybody!
You can take control now.
Oh, okay.
I'm here. Hello. No, you're good. We're good.
Yeah.
You're in charge.
Fuck. I wanna know.
Hola, everyone. Hola.
Kester, just so you know, by the way, dickhead, she's still got her phone on, so you will not catch her. I know Kester's in the chat.
I think he might have catched me.
No, I don't think he has.
Yeah, I think he might have.
Kester, have you caught her yet? Hang on, let's check.
Yeah, I think he's passed me because I turned it off one night, I think, and I went to sleep.
Everybody says you're so beautiful. We know.
Hi, Sarah. Hi, Vivi.
Welcome the new viewer. Hello, Mighty.
How do you say that? Twisted Woman.
Twisted Woman.
Hi, Marissa.
Welcome to the stream, Mighty Jim Bob. Hola, Jania. I don't know about that, but hello. Forget the camera and the microphone. This is the best upgrade to the channel.
Who said that?
SK? Get fucked, SK. What, me in the background?
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Okay, so for those who don't know, I have mental health background and experience, and I work in the
Queen in Spanish.
I
okay.
work in the mental health industry.
You're right, keep going.
No, I'm trying to read the comments. My
Get fucked,
eyesight
Get
is
fucked,
really
Crumpy.
bad,
all you
guys.
need to worry
So
about is it says get fucked, Crumpy. That's all you need
right,
to worry
okay.
about.
Get fucked, Crumpy.
Well, welcome to the channel, Mighty.
Can you shout out to all the people I missed?
I can. I don't want to talk over you though. Yana is queen in Spanish and hola is hello. So he said hola Yana, which means hello queen.
Aw.
Thank you, Mighty Jim Bob. We appreciate that.
Hola, Queen.
Queen's always looking fantastic, Roo. Get your eyes off her.
Oh, I don't know about this lighting. It's pretty fucking bright up in here.
Well, that's because I need the light to show off all my, like, if I have it too dark, everyone can see my dark spots.
I like that seat because it's really dark back
No,
there.
you're good. You're in front row. You're up and ready to rock.
Yeah, so what do you guys want to know? So we've got a few things that we can talk about.
Why are you leaning into the mic?
I'm leaning on the chair, dickhead. Fuck off. Oh, now I forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, we've got a few things we can talk about. So, bit of our background. You know, you guys, we saw that you guys responded to our TikTok very well, and we love all the comments and the support. That happened early on. Well, like we've had a couple of years now that we've like cut a lot of shit out of our lives, and
It's been 16 years we've been together.
Almost.
Nearly 16 years.
15 and a half. 15 and a half. Queen with a clear mic sounds so different. Really? Do I sound different?
Oh, the mic works for you too. There you go. Fat Crumpet, get your lips off the mic. Oh, there it is. SK mic. Exclamation point mic.
What did I say?
You were talking about past. We've been together for a while, but we've been good for the past couple of years.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys know that we've had our ups and downs. Like we've been homeless. We've gone through kid shit, disability shit. Chris has gone through depression and father shit. I don't know if you guys want to know a little bit about my background and why I chose the mental health industry to work in. I mean, we could get into that stuff as well. It's quite deep. I have done a stream very early on. I think it was like the
2 or 3 months.
first couple of months of Crumpet actually started to stream that I did my one and only mental health stream about myself.
I think Cheeks is the only one who's left over. I think Cheeks. I think Cheeks is the only remainder. And Kester would have been around.
You think?
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of you probably don't know why I'm in the industry. And why me and Crumpy are the people we are today.
There you go, there's a good one from Cabbage.
Oh, thank you, Sarah. My dad is in hospital with mental health issues. What is the best way I can support him? What kind of mental health issues? There's a lot.
Is he like a hotline?
Is he is he diagnosed with anything? So in my work, depression. Well, if he's getting a lot of support in hospital, that's good, and you just need to let him know that you're there. and that you're always going to be there. Because some people say that they're there but don't actually be present, and then that person thinks that they've got nobody around them. So just keep checking in on him, being supportive, but he's getting the right help that he needs. My brother, for instance, about a month ago, he was diagnosed with ADHD and autism as a child, and as he got older, that diagnosis turned into psychosis. And he recently tried to commit suicide in Melbourne, and all the families up in Queensland, and we couldn't do anything to help him. And we're happy and we're so grateful that he's getting the help that he needs in a mental institution hospital at the moment, because if he wasn't, he would be gone. Like, he tries very hard to not be here on this earth anymore, but he's getting better, and he is slowly realizing that he's worth more than he thinks.
There's a new message from Freeman. I'm in the ADF and mental health is a big part of it, and that's why they always check on us. It's good you guys are talking about this.
Yeah, it's something that, people, there's a lot of mental health awareness, but I don't see people talking about it enough until you're got to a point where it's too late to turn back, or it's too hard to talk about.
You're in too deep.
Yeah, you're in the mind frame where you're just...
Thank you for the follow too, Freeman.
Was that a first time chatter?
Yes.
Thank you for the follow. So I feel like there's a lot of, campaigns and crap out there for it, but you don't see people actually talking about it until it's too late. So what me and Crumpy like to do, and I like to do on a daily basis with Crumpy, is try and talk about issues, even past issues, every single day, because past issues always bring up the present. So thank you, Marissa. He's gonna get to TwitchCon.
We're gonna get to TwitchCon, guys, one way or another, $1 at a time. Thank you, Marissa. We just like to speak about issues because there are issues out there that people sort of think it's taboo to talk about on Twitch. People try and shy away from them on Twitch. Like, yes, Twitch is a good time. People come to Twitch to get away from life. But Twitch is always also a place where it should be safe, where you should be able to talk to other people about issues. Pretty much like you're at like an AA meeting where everybody's in a circle and we're all talking about our issues, and but we're not like strangers. We're all family. We're all friends. And we're all talking about our issues together, so that way we can get through them together. And that's why we try to make this place as safe as possible, so that way we can all talk about our issues. If anybody's ever going through anything, please don't feel like this isn't a safe space, because we literally see anybody being toxic, we kick them straight out. And it doesn't matter, because that's what this channel's about. We're about good times and good vibes and fucking being hype. But me and Queen both know the severity of mental health issues. We have 3 children who have mental health issues. So we know just how extensive this pain is, and we know what children go through. We know what adults go through, especially with Queen. Queen's seen it a lot as well. So, Pyro, thank you for the resub.
What exact part of mental health industry do you work in? So I've worked in a lot of different areas. So I'm not a counselor, like a therapist in that sort of sense, but I work and help with people with bipolar, psychosis, schizophrenia, autism, ADHD. I've worked in psych wards, prisons, worked in the community, So, yeah, I've done a lot and I've seen a lot. I've also grown up with it. My family has a lot of, not just our kids, but my brothers and sisters and my siblings all have there's probably 2. I'm the eldest of 15 kids, guys. I'm the eldest of 15 fucking kids. So I had to grow up very fast and become pretty much their fucking mother, and raise them and try and show them the right freaking direction.
TwitchCon is in San Diego, Charlie. TwitchCon is in San Diego next October. And there's also one in Amsterdam. But we're aiming... So the donation bar, the whole reason for the donation bar is so we can get to TwitchCon and we can get to the UK for Christmas next year. That's the goal. If we can reach the goal... And I don't know if I said this before, but I will also be putting money into this. It's not just you guys. If ever I have a big month on Twitch where I can add to the donation bar, I will be adding into it as well. Because it shouldn't just be you guys who try and get us there. I want to get us there as well. So whenever Twitch money comes in, like from gifted subs or bits or anything like that, I'll be putting into the bar as well, guys. So you will see it move around like the 15th, 16th, 17th of the month. So that way you guys know that it's not just you who are going to pay for us to get there. We want to go. And that's why we'll be putting money into it as well. So just so you guys know. Did you get Marissa's thing?
Fucking hell, that's an army. Yes, it is. Oh no, so more like a support worker or nurse. I'm going to be studying psychology and senior education at uni when I graduate next year. Yes, so my long-term goal is to be a psychologist, but I can't really get to uni and all that crap from, with our kids at the moment. So that's like a long-term goal for me. But I like to personally get into people's brains, and especially when I worked at the prison, a lot of people would judge the person for the crime that they did, but they never actually took into the fact their mental health or their upbringing and why they made the decision to do the things that they do and why they ended up in that place. So I like to pick apart people's brains and find out where they actually came from and understand them and the reason why they make those decisions. So I'm really into that type of shit. And when I do that, it's so much more eye-opening, and it's so much more understanding on why. Oh, cheerio!
Thank you for the raid, cheerio. Okay, so BBB has something here. I've recently been diagnosed with depression and anxiety. At the moment, I find it very difficult to leave my house. I feel safe and secure at home. I've been having anxiety panic attacks and don't know how to deal with them.
Yeah, anxiety is a big, it gets waved a lot. Anxiety does. I haven't heard that chicken dance forever.
That's because it's in Cheerios.
Ah!
Thank you for the raid, Cheerio. We appreciate it. We're just doing a mental health check,
shit.
a mental health talk with some people. So thank you for bringing your beautiful community over here. If you don't know who we are, guys, we are Crumpy and my beautiful wife, Queen.
Queensy.
And we're just doing a bit of a mental health talk, a mental health check, a mental health chat. So, yeah.
Welcome, guys.
Coming back to VV's thing.
So my best... Oh, I can't say advice.
We see you too, Cardinal. Hello, Cardinal.
I can't say advice. It's actually illegal for me to say advice. My best point of view, of opinion, of anxiety, how to deal with anxiety, is just try your best to do one little thing at a time that is moving forward to solve your anxiety. So just that little tiny step will help you move on to that next tiny step. If you know what I mean. What was the anxiety about?
She doesn't want to leave the house. She said, at the moment I find it very difficult to leave my house. I feel safe and secure at home. I've been having anxiety, panic attacks, and don't know how to deal with them about leaving the house.
Can I ask why you don't want to leave the house?
Marissa's offered some advice. Hello, Soda, I see you. Mental Health Mondays, yes, exactly right, Kapow. That's why we're here.
Because
Crumpy's hot tip of the day. I don't have a hot tip of the day.
because I only asked why because there's many reasons why you don't want to leave the house. But I personally didn't want to leave the house when Crumpy started streaming because somebody from my past and our past came up out of fucking nowhere and started stalking us. And we found out that he actually still lived in the area. And I didn't want to leave the house. He's a fucking dangerous person. So I came fully hermit crab, not wanting to leave the house, not wanting to go grocery shopping, not even wanting to leave my bedroom
Without me.
without Chris. And I didn't even want to. I hated when he went to the shop or left me in the house by myself. I was shit scared. But yeah, I was literally getting stalked. We were both getting stalked by somebody from our past. If anybody wants to actually know why I was so petrified, put a 69 in the chat. Because it's quite deep, guys. It's very, very deep. I have spoken about it before on stream. But majority of you don't know, I don't think. They aren't.
Cheerio was here. Cheerio was here.
Cheerio was here.
Yeah. Someone from my past has shown up also. There you go. So maybe this is a good time to talk about it.
Yeah. So, back when it was scary. It was very, very scary. Back when I was 16 years old, 17 years old, so about a year after me and Crumpy met,
We were at a party.
we were actually at a party, and there was a mutual person, I'm not going to say fucking friend, there was a mutual person of ours that was there, someone we both knew, and this person it was getting really late and shit like that, and this person offered to take me home, which was 2 streets down the road.
Why did he offer to take you home though?
Because me and Crumpy were arguing.
We'd had a disagreement. We'd had an argument because we were both under the influence of alcohol.
Yes. And
this person knew that I didn't like him being around my wife, my girlfriend at the time. This person knew I didn't like him around her because I knew that he was chasing her.
Anyway, I was very upset this one night, and I trusted this bloke to take me home, and he didn't take me home. Instead, he went and took me somewhere else, and he ended up raping me. And he told me if I told anybody that he'd kill me. So, this person, I went to the police. I tried to report him. I tried to get him charged.
I went round to his house.
Crumpy went around to his house with a machete, trying to fucking kill the cunt. He ended up being charged.
I got locked up.
Yes, he did get locked up. And this person got away with this for 14 years. 14 years, 15 years now. And once me and Crumpy started becoming very social on social media, because of
Twitch streaming and because of us trying to grow the brand.
Yeah, we were trying to get ourselves out there as much as possible in the beginning of the year. This person actually found us because we moved suburb right back when it happened to get away from here once we found out that he wasn't even going to get charged. So we wanted to get away from this person as far as possible. And he ended up finding us, and he ended up sending me a private message on Facebook admitting to me that he did what he did. And he was trying to apologize to both of us for what he did to me.
Saying he was just young and dumb and stupid.
Yeah. And that he was trying to get, I don't know what the fuck he was trying to do, but...
He was watching me, he found my...
Twitch channel.
And his kids liked my content. So he was trying to get in all buddy with us when he knew what he'd done. And I think he was worried that if we got too big, that we would say something about it like we are now. We're not going to say any names. We're not going to mention who the person was.
I used to be really scared to talk about it, but the more I think, like the more over the years, the more I thought about it, I was like, this cunt, right, does not deserve to stay in the shadows and in silence.
It's not something that we should be quiet about.
It's not something that I should stay quiet about. So now I spread a fucking awareness and let other people know that it's okay to talk about. Don't be ashamed. Don't be fucking ashamed to say that you were sexually assaulted or raped or fucking anything like that.
Tell somebody. It doesn't matter how long you've been holding it in for. Because that's some shit that you'll be dealing with yourself that will eat you alive inside. That's something that will send you into a spiral. And unless you have people there to support you and love you and tell you it's like they're there for you, then you're just going to keep going and spiraling.
And this, like, people look at me and go, oh, you're a big girl, like you're butch, you know, you're tall, you're so confident, you know. I didn't get this confidence overnight. I got it over all the fucking experiences and all the shit I've gone through. So for me to talk about it today, it's like I just talk about it. It doesn't affect me like it used to. I don't let it, because it's not like when he messaged me and said, you know, I just want to say that I'm sorry for what the shit that I did to you and all this crap. I'm just like, wow, all these years later, you made me look like I was a fucking liar, and you didn't even get charged for your fucking criminal offense, cunt. And now you want to admit to me that you did what you did. So, yeah, we had to get Cheeks on. I had to tell Cheeks. Cheeks was one of the first people I told, because we needed
had to get him banned, and
he kept making
new accounts to try and get in here.
Yeah. He tried to make new accounts and tried to get into Crumpy's stream every day he could. So for about a month or two after that, I didn't want to leave the fucking house, because I knew that he was close by. And holy shit, Coco with the raid. Hi Radfine, welcome to the channel. Hi Jeff Plays.
Welcome to the stream, guys. We're just having a mental health check.
Hi Rainsy. Hi Mrs. Coco.
How are we, guys?
Hi Jeff. I said hi Jeff. Hi Soda.
Rad, thank you for the follow.
Rad, thanks for the follow. Hi, Tals.
Thank you for the raid, Coco.
Hi, Gamer Girl.
Everybody chill.
Deep
It's
chats
okay,
here,
it's okay,
everyone.
it's okay,
Just
it's
calm
okay, it's
down.
okay.
Where did you hit?
It's okay.
Fucking
Hey, it's all right, Coco. It's all good. It's all good. Happy birthday, Crumpy. Guys, we do something called Mental Health Mondays here, where we have a chat about people's mental health and we talk about mental health issues. Today we're talking about something that we've dealt with in the past. Guys, I play games like marbles. I do story games. I do Among Us on Sundays. So if you like a channel like that, usually we're hyped and having fun. But we do take one day of the week to talk to people about what's going on in the world and what actually goes on in real life. So thank you everybody for the follows. Coco, thank you for the raid. Queen, carry on. We're all good. Okay, Casualty's told me to shut up. Right.
Hi, Casualty.
Okay, she's good.
The other big problem that I got from people that didn't believe me, because back then our friends were the same. So this bloke's friends were the same as our friends. So for me to go and say this person's did this to me, our friends were like, hell nah, this person would never do this to Zara, you know. So they didn't believe anything. So we had to cut a lot of people out of our lives very early on in our life.
A lot of friends, a lot of
friends.
Because obviously we were the ones who were left in the dark saying we were lying and shit like that. So we just cut everybody out. Like we tell everybody to do, guys. If you're not in a happy relationship or you think somebody needs you more than you need them, cut the toxicity out.
Yeah, so I went through a time where I felt guilty and I thought it was all my fault that happened. And
she spent a long time hating herself.
I hated myself for a long time. Like, why did I get into that fucking car? And even Crumpy, like, why the fuck did you get in the car? I'm just like, I don't fucking know why I got in the car. I just got in the car. And it's just like, if I didn't get in the fucking car, none of it would have happened. But, you know,
hey,
I can't think like that, because I can't think like that. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. What he did to me is not my fault.
No.
So, what happened? We're just talking about rapists and rapes and sexual assaults.
It's pretty deep to come into, guys. Okay, I'm sorry.
Very, very sorry, but this is just the way the conversation has started today.
You just come in at, like, if you had to come 5 minutes earlier or 5 minutes later, it probably would be a different conversation, but
Yeah.
you come right smack bang in the middle of it.
And this bloke was twice the size of me.
He's like the double size of me.
Twice the size as Crumpy. He was taller than me, and I'm 183 centimeters. I don't even know how much that is in feet. I think that's 5'11". 5'11" in feet. So I'm quite tall, and this guy was taller than me by at least freaking this much. And yeah, he was a very big built guy, and I had zero strength against him. So, that was one of the reasons, one big fucking reason why I didn't want to leave my house at the beginning of the year. But Crumpet slowly bring me out, and he said to me, you know, he's not going to get you, he can't harm you, you're stronger than ever. He can't, you know, he'll never be able to touch you again. Yeah, it took me a long time. It took me a long time to fucking leave the house by myself. Go to the freaking corner shop by myself. It took me a long time. But I did it, and now I look at it as, if I fucking ever see this bloke again, he will not have a fucking head. I will slice the cunt's head off.
Or maybe not slice his head off.
No?
I mean, I'm not going to tell you.
I'll be furious. I'm in like the anger mood now. Like I'm in like there's different types of
like
phases
she wants
you go
to see
through.
him now. Like against don't want to see him.
There's because like how dare like he has no idea the mental roller coaster I've gone through over that one fucking incident. So, yeah, that's why I didn't want to leave the house. But that was big anxiety for me.
But that's just an example of a reason why somebody might not want to leave the house.
Sorry for the big ass story, guys.
Yeah. But it's good to talk about these things because it makes other people feel like it's okay to talk about.
I mean, there's many reasons why people don't want to leave the house. Like big crowds in shopping centres, people talking to you, people don't even like paying for things at cash registers. Yeah. You know, someone knocked on our door before, and I was shit scared to open the front door, and I don't even know why. It's just anxiety in me. Anxiety me because it's like, who's at the front door? And it was just a bloke saying, did you lose your dog? Because he found a dog running down the street and he thought it was ours. And I was like, no, it's not ours. So I was like, fuck, I just worked myself up so badly for nothing. So I need to, you know, take myself out of that. Be more confident in myself, knowing that nothing's going to come after me. Nothing's going to hurt me when I open that bloody door. Queen, don't say that. If you do kill him, it's better not to tell anyone.
There's a big one for you to read.
Cardinal. Crumpy and Queen tried to come to terms with my diagnosis of Crohn's.
Crohn's, I think it is.
Crohn's?
Crohn's, yeah.
Has been a fight, not only hit me so physically, but mentally. I always have a fear of leaving the house.
If I have a flare-up and not knowing... Do you want me to read it to you?
I'm just reading it in silence.
It's okay, Cardinal, I got it. I understood, yeah. And COVID has been another one for people not wanting to leave the house too, guys. COVID's everywhere. I mean, really, apart from in Australia.
Yeah, there's a lot of reasons why people don't want to leave the house. I'm so sorry you're going through that, Cardinal. One way or another, you'll work it out. Everyone has their own personal struggles.
Everybody takes their time to work things out.
Yeah. Just because you may think you're taking longer, and people are like, oh, you know, why aren't you doing this already? Just say, shut the fuck up, I'll do it when I'm ready.
Yeah.
Like, take your time, do it at your own pace.
Yeah.
Because doesn't matter how long you take, you'll get there. I took months. Months.
The best thing anybody could do for somebody else is letting them know that they're there for them. Like Cardinal, if you need to send me a message, we're here for you. If you need to talk about anything, we're here. And that's the best thing you can do for anybody, guys. If they're not ready to talk, just say, I'm here when you're ready.
Yeah.
Because they will know that you're actually there. Like, a lot of people use the throwaway line, like, oh, just send me a message if you're okay, text me, ask me. But most of these people don't do that. It's just like a throwaway line. And if you message them, they'll just be like, how are you? They'll give you like one-word answers and not keep the conversation going because they don't really actually care. They just want to see other people say, do you care? Do you know what I mean? It's all for show. But here, with the talks we have, guys, and the conversations we have, and the conversations I've had with people already in messages, the conversations we've both had with people in messages, I'm sure we've helped people, guys.
I've spoken to a lot of
our
people. Community about a bunch of different topics and a bunch of different subjects, each to their own personal lives.
Yeah.
And they there is a lot of them that are their
Going
progress.
through some shit.
Yeah, but their progress is amazing.
Yeah.
Is amazing.
What are your thoughts on antidepressants?
Um,
She actually has some thoughts on this because her mother's on them.
my mother's a different topic.
Yeah, do we want to get into that as well? I mean, she just said antidepressants, so...
So I have been offered to go on antidepressants. I've declined just because I feel like at the time I knew that my brain and myself is strong enough to get through any situation. And I didn't want a pill to zone me out and
Not feeling...
not have, be numb. I've seen a lot of people on antidepressants and it actually changes their personality. Like my mum, for instance, she's not, I don't know. She has, you can say she has no soul, if you want to put it that way. And
Cardinal says antidepressants, when used correctly, can be a great help. However, I do feel that medical professionals often use them as a scapegoat.
Yeah, it's a GP's kind of like as soon as you say you're depressed, you'll find
they'll just offer you a tablet.
Yeah.
And send you on your way.
I hate it when they do that. They work for some people, and then some people don't want to take them, but they take them anyway. Some people take them because they want to take them.
Crumpy!
Yeah. In my opinion, I've been offered them, and I said no, I don't want them. Crumpy's been offered them.
Follow.
Thank you for the follow, Lostly. Crumpy's been offered them, and he hasn't taken them either.
No. Could you imagine Crumpy as a bot?
I mean, it had like different antidepressants have different chemicals to change, your mindset and how you think, your thought process. But in my opinion, anybody strong enough to get through that and change their mindset with the right tools and the right path, the right motivation, the right people around you, you can get through anything. I mean, the fucking shit I've been through without taking a fucking antidepressant is amazing.
Marissa said, I've had severe anxiety for around a year and a half now and started taking sertraline this year, which also helps with my depression. I do feel numb a lot, but every time I've tried going off them, I fall into a bad spiral.
Yeah.
So antidepressants and oxys are probably the worst two medications to try and get off, especially if you've been on them for a while.
Antidepressants are the most hardest thing to get off.
Yeah.
Once you start,
I
think that's another reason why I didn't take them, is because I knew once you start, it's very hard to stop taking them. Like my mum, for instance, she's tried to get off of her antidepressants, and she's just instantly gotten heart palpitations.
Send it to me. Sorry, send it to me in Discord, Yanli.
She instantly got heart palpitations. She felt like she was going to have a heart attack, and it was just literally a panic attack. But that happens to her every single time she tries to get, every time she tries to get off it. And I was just like, no, I don't want that for me. But everyone's different, guys.
And it's probably going to take a lot of hard work to get off them. Like, you're probably going to have to go through some pain. You're probably going to have to go through the sweats. You're going to have to deal with some mental issues. But once you come through that and get to the other side, I guarantee you're going to feel a better person.
I mean, I'm not saying don't have them.
We're not telling you guys to not take them, because it's each to their own.
Everyone's different.
You guys are just asking for our opinion on them, and that's why we're here to talk about it, because we can all talk about it. If people are for taking antidepressants, speak up. This is a safe environment, guys, where we're having a conversation, and we're like sitting in a circle, or we're sitting in a classroom or something somewhere, and we're talking about real life issues. We're not just trying to give out advice. Like, we're actually having a discussion.
I took them for 6 months once, then took me 6 months to get grips with things. I was awful. I was constantly angry and more paranoid than I was before being on them. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's going to be hard. Sorry, my eyes are bad, guys. I've had to go off caffeine because I became severely fatigued, and there was a lot of struggle. I've been clean from caffeine for 2 months, almost 3. I feel proud of myself. Good job. Caffeine is fucking hard to get off. Soda, I have a story. Spill it.
Don't you? It took me about 3 to 5 months to actually be stable when it came to getting off my antidepressants.
That's all in here, guys. That's all in here.
Check Discords and read a lot. Hang on. You keep going.
Before I was on them, I was sad, but it would turn into my sadness into anger. Yeah. My sons have antidepressants, and you can tell they have sometimes duller version of them, for sure. Yeah, they've offered our kids antidepressants, and they've offered Cairo antidepressants, and I said no. Just because he's already on medication, that pretty much takes away his personality. And the only time we see the boys, because they're on the same medication, the only time we actually see their true personality is in the mornings and in the afternoon when the tablets have worn off. During the day, they're like zombies, well-behaved children at school, and that's what the tablets do to them. They don't have a chance to bring out their personalities, and I hate it that these type of drugs do that to kids and adults. So I just said no. The tablets that they're on is enough for now. Like, if he gets older and if he wants to take antidepressants, that's totally up to him.
Cheerio, do you want me to read this out aloud or no?
What are you doing?
Yes, son.
What are you doing?
We're actually having a really deep conversation.
What about what?
Mental health.
Ah.
Yeah.
My pup took...
Yes, okay, got you.
Hang on. My
And
pup
how's it
took
going
some
so
when
far?
he
It's going
got
good.
really sick and almost died, then took them as he thought he was bad
Rue
parent
said
to my
hi, Cara.
mum,
Cheerio said hi, Cara.
Hi, Cheerio. Bye.
And Rue.
Bye.
and he was a
Bye,
bad parent to my
bye.
mum. Oh, he thought he was a bad parent to my mum and her 2 brothers.
Okay, so Cheerio said, I've been through rape and
He
abuse
told us that
myself,
story.
both mentally, physically, and emotionally. I have generalized anxiety disorder and bipolar disorder, and I deal with nightmares from trauma I've been through. Every day is a struggle, but you learn how to deal with coping mechanisms. If you need any medication, there's nothing wrong with it. Absolutely, and that's what we're saying.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong if you need medication. We're just giving our opinions on what we see in our values.
Like, there's some people out there that their brains work so fucking hard and so fast
that they can't deal with anything.
that they need medication to slow down.
I personally am not. I personally am not on any, although I have been in the past. Don't be ashamed of therapy, as I'm currently growing through it. Everyone is different. Also, getting off antidepressants takes time, and you need to coordinate a plan with your doctor
Yes.
if you're going to get off it.
Yes.
Also, guys, if you appreciate this chat, okay, can somebody shout out TTP in the chat, please? Somebody shout out TTP for me. Guys, if you're really interested in this type of stuff, TTP and Cheerio did a podcast the other day, which was very inspirational and was very good listen to. Go and check out TTP's channel with Psycho Cheerio. It was actually a really good watch. It was really, really interesting to listen to stories as well from Cheerio's side. Go and check out TTP's channel. I think it was 2 or 3 days ago that they did it because I was up late. It might have been a Saturday night. So I don't know how many streams he's done since then, but definitely go and check it out. I don't know how long it went for. I was up for about an hour and a half and then I crashed.
Yo.
But definitely go and check that out as well. There's a lot of good information in that podcast that TTP did. I don't know if he's uploaded it to YouTube yet. Maybe he can answer me when he comes back in. But guys, if you're definitely interested in these type of things, go and check out TTP and Cheerios podcast because it was really, really inspirational. It was really... there you go. It will be up today on other platforms. It was literally... It started at like 1:30 in the morning for me, and I stayed up and I watched, I think, most of it. I was up for about 90 minutes. But it was actually very inspirational to listen to Cheerio and TTP talk about these issues because I'm very pro for people talking about these issues on Twitch because I believe that there isn't enough awareness on mental health issues. So definitely go and check it out. TTP did a great podcast with Cheerio, and I think they did a really good job. So make sure you go and check that out if you want to hear more stories from our community.
The reason why, like, one of the reasons why me and Crumpy like doing these type of things is because, or like to talk about it on a daily basis on stream, is because we want to inspire you guys to open up and talk about your issues more.
This is how we want to build our community.
Because, I mean, we don't want to have a downer, but it helps you and us and the community, and shows it spreads awareness. It lets everybody know that they're not alone.
Yep.
That they're not alone. They're not the only people that are suffering or going through these type of issues. People can relate to a whole bunch of people with a whole bunch of different issues.
And we just want to show you guys that you're not just viewers. Your friends, your family, the people who come in every day. We speak every day. We talk every day. We like to know how you're going every day. And most streamers don't like to do streams like these because they think it's taboo. They think it's something that really shouldn't be done on Twitch. But
yeah.
I don't think enough Twitch streamers do it enough. Like, why not check on people's mental health? Why not ask how they're doing? I'm trying to build this different to every other... We're trying to build this different to every other Twitch streamer. Which is why we have our fun, we have our good times, we have our shit. But it's good to take a day where we can all just chill and we can talk about issues, real life issues. And talking about things like it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to talk to other people before. It's okay to not be okay.
Queen Zara and Cheerio. Yeah, of course. Count me in, Cheerio. I can talk for days.
And we love you guys as well. And that's why we do these things. Because we know that some of you are going through some stuff right now. We all go through stuff. There's nobody that doesn't go through stuff. And the more awareness that's brought to it and the more people we can talk to and talk about it, the better our community will be because we're growing together as a community. We're all not just laying stagnant. We're all on the up path.
We're all looking out for each other.
We're all looking out for each other.
Thank you, Freeman, for the $4 tip as well.
Thank you, Freeman. Bendable Straws, thank you for the host. Appreciate your straws. Queen is taking over for the segment. George?
I think I saw a message before that I was going to respond to.
That's Casualties Kids, I believe. ADHD.
Here, Sarah, what do you mind me asking what the tablets are for?
For our kids?
Our kids are on... So...
Inserter?
Kairo's 13. He was diagnosed with ADHD when he was... that's another topic that I want to go into, and I probably will go into more on my TikToks because I want to spread the awareness larger than the stream. Especially about ADHD. ADHD is very unrecognized in the education department and education system.
Thank you very much for the
Really
bits.
gets on my fucking nerves.
Straws.
But Cairo is ADHD diagnosed, and he is autistic / he is...
We believe he is.
He's on the verge of going into... I know it probably sounds weird, but it's actually the best thing for him. Into like a research facility, developmental facility clinic in our city. We finally got him in there. I've been trying for years to get him in there, to actually get him what's it called? Researched
Prader-Willi.
on for Prader-Willi or any type of diagnosis because he's got some serious issues.
So one of Cairo's big issues is he's never full. He always thinks he's hungry. So I know I've spoken about this before, but we have like locks on our fridges. We have
Like padlocks.
on our fridges. We have padlocks on our cupboards. We have everything locked up so he can actually sleep at night. Because if Cairo knows that there's leftovers in the fridge, Cairo will stay up until we've gone to bed and then eat that food because he's always thinking of food.
We can't even put leftovers in the bin.
No, we can't even put them in the bin.
He will go and eat the food.
Out of the bin.
He's right next door, so I know he can fucking hear me. But he will go and eat the food out of the bin. Or if I'm in the middle of cooking and I've got like half-cooked meat in the pan, excuse me, and I'll walk away, go to the toilet or go outside or something, he'll run in the kitchen as quick as possible and try and eat the freaking food.
That's hot. That's cooking in the pan.
The raw chicken or meat that's in the pan, and he'll eat it. So his obsession of food is mentally not good.
And he never thinks he's full. He always thinks he's still hungry.
Big.
So we've actually got it.
Yeah.
We've actually got him booked into a clinic in Brisbane next month. It's like 14 days away. No, that's another issue.
He does have
ADHD.
When he was 3, he was diagnosed with ADHD. But for the last 10 years, I've been seeing specialists and pediatricians and every fucking person you could think of to get him looked at for some other diagnosis because he actually has autistic traits. So he has a bunch of sensory issues. He's always got to be corrected. He can't really speak properly.
He doesn't like looking at people in the eye.
Yeah, he doesn't have eye contact. He's actually 3 years behind his actual school level. A whole bunch of shit. He doesn't like the fabric of clothes.
We do them every Monday, Freeman, at this time. We do them every Monday at this time. Thank you so much for coming in, Freeman. Thank you for the follow and thank you for the $4. Really appreciate that. Thank you.
So yeah, for him to I think it's the 8th of November. So in a couple of weeks. We're really keen to get him into this clinic so we can get to the bottom of whatever's going on with him because all we want is much support for him as possible for when he's an adult.
When he's an adult, so he can be a normal adult.
So he can have the supports around him, the extra supports around him, so he can live an independent life. So that's what we want for him. But at the moment, if he doesn't get the extra supports, it will just be so hard for him to live independently. And if he has the diagnosis of Prader-Willi, their life suspectancy is no older than the age of 45 because they end up getting so bloody obese and they end up dying from it. So, yeah, that's Cairo. He's on Concerta.
Yeah, he's on Concerta so that way he can concentrate at school.
He's on 54 milligrams of Concerta, which is a type of Ritalin.
It's like a slow releasing.
Yeah,
Slowly
release Ritalin.
And without them, they cannot concentrate at school at all.
And he's also on, all 3 of our kids are on sleeping medication because they do not, I repeat, do not go to sleep.
They have not been on it for the past week because we haven't had any.
So
and they've been going to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, we've been forcing them to go to sleep. It's been hectic. Ritalin sent me insane. Yeah, so we tried Cairo and River on the short-acting Ritalin.
And it made them worse.
And made their behaviours worse.
Yeah, short-term Ritalin actually made them worse.
Yeah.
So we don't give them Ritalin anymore. We give them the slow-release Concerta, which gets them. They have it literally at 8 o'clock in the morning, and that will get them through school.
And
so when they get home, they're back to normal.
Yeah.
But when they're at school, at least they can concentrate and learn and everything.
Yeah. Yeah. But
so that's Cairo.
When we gave them the short acting release, they were more aggressive, more angry, more hungry. Yeah, all of the above. So we're just like, we can't give them this medication anymore. It's not working.
Yeah.
It worked for an hour, and they'll be the best kids in the world. But the after effects,
it would just send them over the edge.
Was mental.
They would throw chairs. They would kick. If we're in the car, they'd try and kick the windows to try and get out. It was just mental.
We've got videos of the kids fucking hitting us and shit and screaming their lungs out in the car because we took another direction after school instead of going home.
If we didn't do the routine after school, they would lose it.
Instead of taking the route to home, we went to Woolworths instead, our local shop.
And they would just
and they went
blow
berserk.
a gasket.
They went absolutely nuts because we didn't do the same routine fucking roads back home. So now we don't go to the shop at all when the kids are home.
Yep.
We make sure we go to the shop when the kids are at school.
Yep.
Because they don't like change at all. They hate change.
We can't change it.
And River.
Hang on. I'll just go back through some of the comments, guys. Hang on, give me a sec. I know a good private pediatrician at the Gold Coast. That's from Casualty. That must be so hard for you two and him. Yes, Lady Bell, it is. We try our best, though. We try our best. Shadow ADHD isn't that bad, but it will annoy people. Depends on how much the ADHD talks. So the ADHD actually affects him at school, Shadow, so he can't concentrate and learn. And all we want for our kids is them to get a proper education. So that way, when they get older,
I'll just quickly
they're able to, be able to be normal, try and at least get a normal education.
I'm just gonna quickly.
And the clinic is in Brisbane. I live in the northern. Yeah, it's in Brisbane, Marissa. It's literally taken us years to get him this appointment. Rue, you two are fucking incredible. Rue, we do our best with what we have. We try. George Ritland set me insane. Yeah, Ritland set the kids insane as well. Sleep medication is a bomb, yes. And it's not even proper medication. It's melatonin. Melatonin is what helps them go to bed. Sam, I can't do eye contact and have things with the... I hope you're feeling okay, Sam. I did see your comment before about feeling bad before Coco's stream. So I hope you're feeling better. George, exactly what happened to me, but it helped focus with a lot of grades. So Straw's been on Concerta as well. He says, I was on 36 milligrams of Concerta as a kid, and I didn't like how it made me feel. This was in the 4th and 5th grade, but it helped me focus a lot with grades and all. Yeah. So that's exactly what Cairo and River go through at the moment.
Yeah, we're worried about Cairo because he's getting to the age where he doesn't want to take his medication. Yeah. And River is getting to the age where he's pretending to take his medication.
And he's pretending to hide it.
So there's going to come to a point where they're just going to stop taking it. And we want to make sure that they've got a lot of outside support for when they actually stop medication. So they have the right guidance out there to show them the right way and how to deal with things properly in the outside world.
Straw says the slightest sound would bother you and it would make your body irritable. So that's what happens with River at school. We're going to get to River in a minute. Straws, you guys are amazing parents. Hey, thanks, Rainsy. That means a lot coming from another pair of parents. So thank you, Rainsy. When I was a kid, I had that. Yeah, Sam, I've got you. Fuck me, you lads are incredible parents. Listen, at the end of the day, guys, we owe a responsibility to them to try and get them as much support as we can as parents because we know how bad our parents were.
I think because...
we try and put as much love and support and everything into those kids because what we saw as kids.
Thank you, Shags.
Thank you, Shags.
I think because me and Crumpet didn't get what we're giving to our kids.
Support when we were kids.
That's why we are the type of people we are.
We do everything for them.
Because
I would literally do anything for them.
Because we know that we missed out on a lot growing up from our parents, so we don't want that for our kids.
No.
So I think that's why we're the type of people we are.
I'm thankful that I got medication now. Yeah, George, once you get on the right medication, it does help. Cabbage, we love you. Shadow Wolf has ADHD. I hope you are okay, Shadow Wolf. Straws, thank you so much for the gift sub, Straws. Jake, how are you, man? We're good. As a parent, we all want the best for our kids.
Thank you,
exactly,
Straws.
Coco. Exactly, that's all we want is the best for our kids. I hated change last minute as a kid as well. Yeah, exactly. Some people, like our kids, love routine. They know what the routine is, and if they know what's going on, the second you move away from that routine, shit hits the fan.
They go nuts.
Marissa, I tried to take Valerian, which helps with sleep, but I don't know if it really worked. I might try it. I might try to use it consistently, and it might start working. Maybe. We haven't heard of that one before, though. How old are they, if you don't mind? So, Charles, Cairo's 13, River's 11, and Ellie is 5.
She's 6 next month.
George, that's the problem with paid actors. Casually, my oldest is 15. He knows he needs his medication to function properly in society. That's really good to know.
Yeah,
Casualty.
that's good. That's good that he's still like willing to take it.
Yeah.
That's good.
There's nothing bad about taking medication. I think it's a feeling you start getting the I'm not normal type of thought. Exactly. And that's why we're always talking to them and asking them how they are, George. We don't just leave them. Like every day after school, we'll ask them how your day was. What did you get up to? If it's not me and Queen in the car, it's me. I'm making sure they had good days at school. I'm making sure that if they went through anything to tell me, because we like to be in communication with the school as well.
Yeah, because there's a lot of situations where the school don't pick up any of the kids' triggers at all.
Yeah.
So all the teachers see is like the kids being fucking naughty.
Yeah, and they think that that's all it is.
You know, and then like for instance, right? What's the fucking story I can tell? River was getting bullied.
We love you,
school.
boss. Thanks, man. Appreciate you.
River was
I'm
being
going to let
bullied
Queen
at
get
school.
into this story, guys, and then I'm going to go back and read the messages like I've just done. So, guys, put your messages in. We will get back to them if you have any questions.
River was getting bullied at school last year, and this kid was bullying him about his skin color, the way he looked, the way he was speaking in the playground, like this big-ass playground. River told him, like, we've taught him, you know, ignore this person. If someone's doing this to you, ignore this person.
Or go and
walk
tell the
away,
teacher.
tell the teacher, just walk away, do your best, mate. He told us in the situation, this is what he did. He ignored. He told the teacher didn't listen to him. He ignored. Then this kid was up top of the fucking playground on the slide. So was River, and the kid pushed River off the playground. And this was about a 2-meter drop. So River thankfully didn't hurt himself, but it fucking triggered him megally, and all he saw was red, and he tried his bloody best to catch this other kid, and he chased him down. And because we had him in football,
He tackled
we
him.
had him in football training, and he fucking tackled him by the legs, and he got him down, and he actually,
Had his head and pushing it into the bar.
yeah, he was pushing the kid's head right into the fucking ground, like he was majorly hurting this kid. I understand where River was coming from. The kid shouldn't have done what he did. But River shouldn't have reacted that way. He shouldn't have went that far. But I could understand where River's mental state was. No one was listening to him. The kid wouldn't stop, and he pushed him off the fucking slide. So I'm just like, what do I say to him at that? What do I do?
And then River was the one who got into trouble from the school.
River got suspended.
Nothing happened to the other kid.
The other kid got away with murder.
Nothing happened to the other kid, and River got suspended.
The other kid didn't even get acknowledged that he was being a bully.
The other kid got loved because he got hurt.
Yeah.
So that's just one of the stories that we have.
So I was just like, in my head, I was like, fuck, if somebody pushed me off a fucking playground, I would chase them too. But it's like, you can't teach, like, we're trying to not teach them that way, if you know what I fucking mean.
Yeah.
It's so fucking hard. It's so difficult. But, like, I hate it when the bully always gets away with what they do.
I mean, he didn't pick on River anymore after that, though.
No, he didn't.
He didn't pick on River after that
No, he
anymore.
didn't.
So he did learn his lesson. Because River fucked him up.
River's a very silent person, but if you mess with him...
Or somebody he likes, or somebody that is close to him.
Yeah.
He's very much like that.
He's very protective.
Protect people.
Very protective. But he doesn't know when to stop. He's the type of person that will keep going and going and going and going.
So this might be a good thing to go into River stuff now.
Silent killer River, yeah.
Yeah.
River's a dangerous one. He's very quiet, but he's a dangerous one to watch out for.
He recognised bodily harm or great injury. Self-defense was justified, but you can always think twice. Very understandable, but that's fucked. Nothing happened to the kid. Yeah.
No, nothing happened to the
Shags.
bully. He got away with what he did.
Shags has got OCD, sleep apnea, learning disability. Mum recently told him he's got autism. Shags, there are people out there who can help you, sir. Start off by going to your doctor. That's the first step.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they just go to a normal school, Marissa. They just go to hey, thank you for the host, Pyro.
Yeah, fuck.
So, this is probably a good start to go into River.
If you're a man,
And what's going on with River, if you want to carry on, honey.
River is autistic. He was diagnosed at 3. He's had early intervention. He's had a lot of support. We've fought for a lot of support for this kid.
For a lot of support for River.
Because he's really, really, really needed it. But lucky for us and him, he got diagnosed with a solid diagnosis very early, where Cairo hasn't. So, and the difference between Cairo and River is that because Cairo hasn't got a concrete diagnosis, Cairo's gone through all of his schooling life,
school pretty much.
School life so far without any support, and that's why he's falling so far behind, and struggling. And in social environment as well, he doesn't have friends at school. Even though that's why he's so connected to Crumpy when he's live, is because that's pretty much the only person, or me, that he likes to talk to.
I'm his best friend.
Hello again.
Hello there, and then speak of the devil.
Wait, what?
Look how tired you are.
You're so
Go
tired.
to bed.
Did you just wake up out of a
No.
sleep or something? Because you look like
Everybody
you're
on the stream knows you're my best friend now.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm your best friend, aren't I?
I don't know.
I don't know, am I?
I'm not tired. Even
You
chat knows.
Are you my best friend?
I don't know.
Am I your best friend?
I guess.
You guess.
$10, $5.
Cara, they want to get you in the superhero outfit.
Oh hell no. I'm good.
They want to get you in the superhero outfit.
What that
Cara.
we were supposed to do on last week?
Yeah, we told them that you were the reason why we didn't do it.
Oh yeah, right.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
You said you wouldn't do it.
Oh yeah, see, yeah, it was.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Well, I ain't high-fiving random people
Why not?
in a freaking made-up superhero costume.
To be fair, that was a big fucking ask for our kids to
Yeah.
do. It was like for them to even go to mini golf was a fucking big ask. So for them to dress up into something and then give someone a high five, oh my god, it would have turned
They're
out.
all saying hello, Kai. Say hello. Hello.
Are you good?
I'm good.
You sound drunk.
I'm good. We're talking about River now. We've already spoken. Did you have to like burp in? Really?
Actually, I can smell that from here.
Yeah,
That's
it's fucking
disgusting.
taco breath. Get it out.
Cairo!
Phantom breath.
That was disgusting.
You want me to do another one?
We're
Let's
talking
go
about River.
up. Oh wow, he looks like Crumpy. Yes,
Yes,
he
he
does.
does.
He looks exactly like I did when I was a teenager.
Oh,
Get front Crumpy. Kai loves the boys more.
Yeah, he does. You're right.
Kai, can we be best friends?
who's that? Who said that?
Cabbage? No,
He's so
George.
precious. Taking
What do you
after
want? You're not
cheeks.
having my phone.
Please, I want to
No.
play beat stuff.
You need to go to bed. You got school tomorrow.
Take-
Don't take mum's phone. Give it here.
Amazing.
Then
We've
you
been
give
fighting
me
so
your
much for our
phone.
kids' diagnosis for early
Yeah.
intervention at
Then
work.
You give me your phone.
No.
And
Then I take
COVID
your-
has
No,
pushed
you
a
can't
lot
get into it
back
anyway.
last year
Get
and
out.
made it harder.
Go to bed.
Fucking oath, I
Yeah.
understand what you're going through. So much. It's been so hard the last couple of years with COVID to get a fucking appointment with
And I'm
anybody.
even gonna leave the door open. I love you.
Love you, Corey.
Especially specialist appointments. It's been so fucking hectic the last couple of years, and it does nothing. No progress, no nothing for the kids. They're just getting older and falling more behind. So it's like, fuck the system, man.
But once we get this diagnosis for Kai, he will be alright.
We're
But
hoping
River's
we get
getting-
something.
River's getting a lot of support, and he's actually passing his subjects. But back to River. River likes his quiet time. He can sit in a room that's dark for hours and not come out.
That's why you see a Cairo a lot.
Yeah, but you never see River.
You never see River because
River's-
he's in his room 99% of the time.
Yeah.
In the dark, like even if it's daylight, like during the day
Yeah.
and it's the
He doesn't
weekend,
like sitting out like near light.
he hates
He
the
likes
sunlight.
dark.
He likes just being in a closed-in area, pitch black, by himself.
Yeah.
And he is like that at school as well. He tries to find hidey spots at school. When he was younger, he got, like, we only just found that out the last
Recently.
few months. Yeah, only like recently that's his comfort zone is the darkness. But as he was growing up, like say school, for instance, he used to evacuate classrooms, flip tables and chairs.
He's broken his hand at school.
He's had major surgery on his fingers and his hand because he's flipped a school desk,
which
really
is
large,
really heavy.
heavy school desk, and it's landed straight on his hand, and he's smashed all his bones in his fingers.
Yeah.
So he's had to have reconstructive surgery on his hand, and that's because he's had an outbreak and
At school.
a trigger moment at school, and the teachers, just go, oh, that's a psycho kid. He's being naughty. Someone take him away. They didn't actually find out what the fucking problem is.
No. I just want to say to Sarah, don't give up.
Don't give up.
Don't give up. We've been in the same situation where we've just thrown our hands up in the air and gone, what else can we do? There is always another way you can go. There's always something else you can try. Be patient, but just don't give up because you will get there in the end.
Yeah.
There will be some people to talk to. You'll find an NDIS worker. You'll find somebody, like Queen literally might have another job. She found.
For people that live in Australia that have kids with diagnosis or on that path, I'm actually looking at a new career path for myself because at the moment I'm not liking my job and I've literally just
Destroyed her body.
I've destroyed my fucking back doing the job that I'm currently in, and I've only been it for 2 months. But I'm on the verge of possibly working for the NDIS, and in that role, I'll be assessing NDIS plans
and helping
and
families and helping people and helping everybody.
helping families put the right information in the NDIS plan so they can be approved. So that's the type of position that I'm going for right now. I'm hopefully getting something back by the end of the week or next week. That'd be fucking amazing.
Yeah. And she
Um,
literally got all of this from a phone call.
yeah.
Because
So,
she was talking about River's NDIS plan with this lady.
and for who that don't know, NDIS, it's a national disability scheme that in Australia that you
We
can
love
get.
you, Baba.
You can get for kids with special disabilities or any disability really. You can get it for kids with ADHD or depression, anxiety. Like you can get it for that type of thing. And they get sort of different types of funding for different types of areas for supports. So it could be anything from OT, speech, therapy, water therapy, music, activities, respite. You know, you can get a cleaner into your house to help you come and fucking clean your house.
It's literally one of the most perfect jobs she could get without...
It's something that I've been fighting for to
and
get
she'd
my
be
kids
very
on.
excited to do.
And for me to actually have the opportunity to go and work for them
And help,
would be...
help other families.
Yeah, it would be fucking amazing for me. Like, that's where I would want to be.
That's what we're trying to do here, is help people.
Yeah.
We're trying to help people get to where they want to go. We're trying to help people have conversations. We're trying to help people help.
Because, like, before I'm in the job that I wasn't now, I used to go to families and help families with kids like ours and help them with different techniques in their household to, you know, to help lessen the triggers, lessen the stress on the mum and dad. You know, I used to go there and do respite, but I used to mainly go there and help them with different techniques with kids with disabilities. And I used to love my job. I used to love showing and helping families that were struggling, that were exactly like us.
So
Exactly like us.
Sarah said, we don't with the kids at work, but sometimes it's hard with parents as well who want to bury it and not talk about it.
Yeah.
So we don't have any communication with any of our family anymore, Sarah. And the reason why is because they don't like our children.
They don't understand our kids.
They don't understand our kids. For us to have a night out, me and Queen to have a night out, we literally had to fight tooth and nail for either her mother or my mother or anybody in our family to want to look after them. None of them even ever ask how they are. Like, we've gone months. We've gone through months where nobody's rung us to ask us how the kids are.
None of them have come, like, none of my parents haven't come to, well, my mother. I don't speak to my father, and that's another subject.
Same with me, as you guys know. I don't speak to my father.
You know, Chris
my
has
mother lives in Mackay, though, so that's a bit harder. However, the only family that we really have that we talk to are my grandparents.
Yeah.
They're the only people we have.
So growing up with our kids from babies to now, we've had no family support. No family support. We've pulled out support for my family because my family has kids with disabilities. I've got siblings with kids with disabilities, and we put a lot of time and effort into helping them and my family get on the right track. But when it came to our family, our little family, and help for us, we got zero support. So then we started to realize that
they were using us.
Yeah, they are not the right people that we need in our life, because we actually went down a really dark path, and we were actually putting way too much time and effort into people that were taking advantage of us.
Yep.
And it took us a long time to realize that, but as soon as we started saying no, we got shown the true colours of the type of people they actually are, and we put our foot down and said, no, we're not having you in our life anymore.
Good night, Cocos.
You don't deserve
Love you both.
to have...
Good night, Nath. Good night, Sam.
You don't deserve to have our fucking special kids that actually have unique fucking personalities and talents in your lives.
Yep. And we've had them cut out for about 6 months now, and we haven't had one message asking us how the kids are.
Nope.
Not one message from the grandparents, from the
my brothers or
her
sisters.
Brothers and sisters. Oh, actually, Harley's different.
Oh,
One.
Harley.
We've had
Harley.
one, which is Harley.
Harley's
Nobody
my
else
bro.
cares. Nobody else gives a shit. So it's literally just me and Queen on our own with the kids.
But it's been like that
For
their
years.
their entire life.
Yeah.
Like, we've had to fight for people to help us. Even then, it was drama, and it was so much effort for other people to lend us a hand. So we decided to stop fucking asking.
Good night.
Stop reaching out, stop supporting other people that were so relying on us so much, and start focusing on ourselves. And yeah,
Straws, thank you so much for the gift sub.
we're
man. I
getting
appreciate
through it
that.
all by ourselves, honey.
No, we're not. We've got people in the chat now. We've got other families who have the same issues as us, and we can talk to them about it.
And that's the whole reason why we're having these
And
conversations.
that's why we're having these conversations, guys.
Because-
so that way we can all talk about it, and we can all communicate with each other about it. And
I mean, look at the chat going off.
Yeah.
Like, who would have thought that a whole bunch of viewers like you guys would actually
have issues to talk about as well.
like resonate with us?
Yeah.
Like, you have the same, or some of you have,
Sort of the same
Sort of
issues.
the same
with, like,
issues, or
with
the same-
kids, or you're going through the same things as us, or that's why we try and have these conversations, guys. Just to let you know that you're not alone. Thank you for the host page. That's why we're here, guys. And you can always reach out to us because we've gone through some shit. I mean, we've literally been talking for an hour and a half now, and we've had so much good communication with people and finding out things that are going on that we didn't even know about. For instance, the stuff with Sarah and Rainsy, like it's so cool that you guys resonate with us. And if there's any other parents out there who feel alone and don't feel like that, then
It's
please
rampage.
let us know.
2 of my siblings have autism, and the system has fucked them up so hard since they barely received any help.
That comes back to the pediatrician and them not getting enough support that they need, Paige.
I mean,
You have to jump through fucking hoops for the government. It takes...
I don't know what it's like in the other side of the
Yeah.
country, like other side of the world, sorry. But here in Queensland and what we're going through, if you don't have the right fucking paperwork
Yep.
from the right people, you're
If the doctor
fucked.
says the wrong thing, if the
Yeah.
doctor writes the wrong thing,
You can wait.
you need to make sure your T's are crossed and your I's are dotted.
If
That's
you're,
how it is for us.
You can wait a year for a fucking 20-minute appointment with a pediatrician for them to say, I'll see you in a year for updates. It's like, cunt, hello, I need you to fucking sort this shit out
So you
today.
can help our children. We need this for our help. We need this for our children.
I don't
This is why we're doing this.
I don't want to give you updates in a year. Like, it's just so fucking shit, the fucking system here. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And the education system's fucked up too. Dude, my son used to do that. I ended up homeschooling him.
There was a time where we thought we should homeschool.
Mm-hmm.
There was a time where we thought we should homeschool. We found out from the school that Kyra was going to before we moved up to the north side that the teacher in the classroom would just let Kyra read a book during grade 6 rather than be doing schoolwork.
So for the entire year of grade 6, Kyra did 0 work.
Kyra did 0 schoolwork.
And we didn't find that out until we transferred him to schools.
to another school.
And I just realised, hang on a minute, I didn't even get any fucking report cards or anything for him for grade 6.
Yeah.
And
Because the teacher would literally let him, because he couldn't do the work, she would literally just let him sit there and read a book during the class.
every single day for an
Every
entire
single day.
year.
For three and a half terms.
Because she tried to teach him early on in grade 6 and he got so frustrated because he couldn't understand the work. He's behind. Obviously, he doesn't understand the grade he's being taught.
And because he wasn't getting the support he needed from the school, from
An ADHD diagnosis.
ADHD diagnosis, they just let him drift through the fucking cracks. They just let him
Yep.
go.
They just let him.
Just
Oh
let him
yeah,
do what he
just let
wanted
him
to do.
let him be quiet, sit in the corner, and then we don't have to fucking deal with him. That's exactly what the fucking school was like. Until we moved schools, and the very first fucking week we moved schools, they picked it up that he did no fucking school in
Yep.
the no work in the
They
last
literally
school.
picked it up as soon as he got there, within a week.
And they said, hey, we think Cairo has autistic traits. And we're like, well, fuck me.
Only took us moving schools for them to realise.
I was like, I mean, we've been trying to fight for this for
We were trying to fight for that from the other school,
years
and they wouldn't give us
years.
anything. They said he was normal
Yeah. But it took another school to flag it.
and recognise it.
And then I was like, well, if you're going to have my back, I need you to have my fucking back when I go to these specialists. So that's where we're at now. So yeah, that's where Kyra's at next month.
One of my older brothers is 20, and he has so many issues because of his autism and received nothing. They wouldn't even help him with school or anything. And that, yeah, if we stopped fighting for Cairo, then he would be in the same boat.
And River also.
River also.
So River, when it's only been the last couple of years that River's actually
Started to do good at school.
yeah, since we've changed schools, he's actually been really good.
Yeah.
But when he was at his old school, or when he was in younger days, the teachers, the thing is that they want autistic kids to go into mainstream schools
Yeah.
with unexperienced teachers with autism and ADHD and every other fucking diagnosis. They expect the kid to be normal and act like normal kids, but the teachers are not educated on the diagnosis or how they need to be treated, how they need to be approached, what kind of environment or a classroom setting they need to be in to be able to work, to be able to do their schoolwork, to actually be social with other fucking kids. So, in the other school, if River was having a trigger or something triggered him and he was having an outburst,
They would just send him to the office.
that I'd send him to the office. Even when he was in grade 1,
Yeah.
they used to have a fucking hallway.
Where he used to sit if he was
They
being
would
naughty.
put him in the hallway, block each side of the hallway, and let him go berserk in the hallway.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck are you doing, man? Like, he is literally hurting himself. Banging the walls, banging his head. Like, you're not,
And they're just letting him go.
you're just letting him go. Like, unreal, man.
Marissa says, my friend has cerebral palsy and had to wait like 7 years for brain surgery. He developed it because the doctors injured his brain themselves.
Wow.
That's crazy, Marissa.
Holy shit.
Sam says, when I was in high school, some of the classes made my schoolwork around the stuff I liked. That's what they're doing with Cairo now, which
Well,
is good. Or
We're
will
trying.
be doing.
We're
Yeah.
trying.
That school sounded shit. It was. And my younger sister is 12 and she's had no success in any primary school she's been to. We've had to change schools for her 3 times because the teachers don't have any understandings on autism. Paige, did you say you're up north side, Paige? Did you say you're up on the north side, Paige? Let me know because I know the school that could help possibly. Wow, shout outs to that school. No, fuck that school. They need to support all kinds of kids. Yes, absolutely. I think schools designed for children with disabilities are good, but they need to have other students without disabilities. Exactly, so they can have a social life. Oh, Paige is in Melbourne. Who am I thinking of is on the north side? Marissa, I think. Or maybe Sam. Sorry, Paige. There you go. It's Paige. Because I thought you were north side because I was going to say Curran River School. I think this... Yeah. It's so stupid. We get so much training in early education about autism and constantly do PDs on it, and then that's it. Exactly. No accountability. It's heartbreaking. Yeah, I thought you were up here, Paige. My apologies. Because I would have suggested the school near us. Because the school the boys go to is amazing.
The school the boys go to now, the teachers have actually taken the time because they knew how much students were actually going through their school that had diagnosis like the boys.
Yeah.
And they actually took notice and learnt from it, and they all went and got educated on the fact of different sensory triggers, sensory issues, social, how to put plans in place and, hidey spaces, and how to make people comfortable in social environments, how to have different techniques on teaching, just for these kids. Like, this school that we've found is a fucking, like, I'm so angry at the fact that we didn't put these kids in this school in the first place.
And we're trying very hard, because we would love to get away from this area, because we hate this area, right? But because the schools are so good, we want to stay here.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to risk the kids with another school. So we're going to stay in this area until they graduate, because we know the schools are good. This is a message from Diane. Can I just mention something when it comes to getting prescribed new medication? So it was earlier this year when I was probably at my lowest mentally. My doctor at the time twisted my problems to make it seem like I had schizophrenia when I was actually just really depressed and stressed that the doctor had prescribed me the wrong medication, which made everything worse. And the thing is, when we've said all of this, and some of my family thought that this could possibly be wrong, but the doctor used his authority of being a doctor against us and basically manipulated my family, and that I was this, and it was my aunt and sister, who are basically the best people in the world, tried to find a new doctor that specializes in mental health. And that was when I was diagnosed with severe anxiety and depression, and that was what caused the things that was happening. So that's another thing. Because of our instincts, I managed to get help that I actually needed, and not some half-assed diagnostic that made things worse. And I would just like to say that even though I've only just started watching you about a month ago, that if it wasn't for your and Queen's influence, I wouldn't have been able to get to where I am when it came to my mental health. I've been through so much happier. I have been so much happier after getting to know you through your streams.
See, that makes us happy.
That makes us happy.
Like,
that puts like the biggest smile on our face that we're changing somebody's life for the better.
We get a lot of messages like that.
We do.
Familiar messages like
messages that. Like, you've helped me.
And
you
it encourages us to do
more
more streams like this.
Encourages us to keep going.
Yeah.
Because we appreciate the recognition. Like,
it shows us we're doing the right thing,
and we're going down the right path. And
even though we're not professionals, guys.
No.
We're just professional in our life.
We're just professional
life
making
experiences.
people smile.
Professional in our life experiences, and if we can share our experiences with you, maybe you can learn something or take something from it, and maybe it can help you in one way or another.
Here's another one from Vivi. I appreciate you both taking the time to read out my comment. There's more details that I'm not comfortable with sharing on stream, which is fine. You don't have to share your comments on stream. I love you and Queen, and the Mental Health Mondays are amazing. Makes me realize I'm not alone at this hard time. You're both amazing people, and so grateful I found you on Twitch.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Vivi.
Thank you.
If you're still here. Just know you're not alone, guys. Nobody's alone. Especially if you're a supporter in this channel. That's one thing we try and preach, is that you are not alone. It is okay to not be okay.
The other problem is...
You cannot come into this picture. You have no clothes on.
People are afraid to speak up and advocate for themselves, and I understand that completely. Yeah, that's why we try... I know Crumpy speaks about a little bit about mental health for like a short period of time, like every stream. But I want to... The more we talk about it, the more it's going to,
resonate with people. And people are going to remember what we talk about.
Make people feel more confident in themselves to speak up.
Yeah.
Like, I know it's not going to happen overnight for everybody. Or anybody at all. It
doesn't happen.
People don't even have to talk about it at all. But they can sit there and listen to us.
And we're seeing messages in the chat today. And we're seeing people open up and share. This is a safe space, guys. You can share. If you don't want to share, you can share with us and we can read it off stream.
And we're just advocating for you guys. Like Cheerio said, we're speaking up for you. And if you have the confidence or, the courage to speak up as well, speak up. We like talking about it.
The other problem is people are afraid to speak up and advocate for themselves. And that's why we're trying to build this space. Like I said, if people don't feel confident about talking it on stream, send us a message off stream and we'll talk to you about it. I mean, there are a lot of people in here who are bringing stuff to the table, and hopefully once this stream is over, they're going to go away from it feeling a lot better about it, or even just better that they've spoken about it.
Just hopefully taking something away from today's stream.
It feels better once you get it out, because if you're holding it to yourself, then
like for instance, when I work with families with autistic kids, I find...
Shout out to the school that took him in and noticed. So that was Deception Bay State School that helped both the boys. Kyra's now at Deception Bay High, but River is still at Deception Bay State School, and so's Ellie. Which Ellie's another whole kettle of fish we're getting into at the moment.
Which 15 years ago this is the suburb we left.
Yeah.
To get away from that person. And a year and a half ago we decided to move back here because we had
a friend here.
I had
and
a girlfriend.
Your work was up here.
And my work was up this direction at the time. So we made the most hardest decision to move back to this area. So the kids' schools that they are going to now, I actually went to, and Crumpy actually went to as when we were kids.
Yeah, so Kyra's going to our high school where we met.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. Sam, I have Asperger's and I'm on the low end of it, but I also have a learning disability. I actually worked with somebody with Asperger's when I worked at Dan Murphy's, Sam, and people with Asperger's are the most beautiful people. They're very, very cool people. I know they have their weird, what's it called? Idiosyncrasies, which aren't, they're not weird.
What is that
was a
word?
big word.
Yeah, what is that word?
That was a big word for Crumpy.
What is that word?
But they actually are really amazing people. So, Sam, you're amazing in yourself, and I'm sure you're really cool. I like how these talks are so open. I feel like a lot of people day to day keep things inside. They do, Green. They do. And that's why we try and do these every Monday, so people can have a chat and talk about it and feel better after it.
Wow, Crumpy's so smart.
Hey, Casualty,
I'm
get
like,
fucked.
where is that coming
Casualty,
from?
get fucked. Crumpy, big brain, see? Shags, I'm like, what the fuck? School should teach us about being a good person, not science and algebra shit. We don't need it if people... Yeah, exactly, Shags. Nowhere in school teaches you how to be a decent person. You need to learn that from your values and your beliefs and the way you're raised.
And your experiences.
I'm currently dealing with regular breakdowns, severe stress, depression, and anxiety. George, I love it when you come into chat, by the way, George. We love to see you in here.
George, if you don't feel comfortable
if
talking
you
about
don't
it
on
in
stream,
chat,
send me a message, George.
You're
in the Discord,
message.
send me a message, mate. Wow, Crumpy's so smart, big brain. That's why I'm... Exactly, Sam, exactly. Like talking to your doctor, if you have questions, ask them. Mm-hmm. Don't be afraid. You have a voice. Don't be scared to go to the doctor, guys.
If you disagree with your doctor, make sure you tell them.
Yeah.
It took me a long fucking time to stand up to my doctor.
You can get a special opinion. You can get a second opinion if you don't like the opinion from the doctor you've gone to.
Yeah.
Some doctors are fuckwits.
Like, for instance, Rivers and Kyrie's pediatrician. Rivers' pediatrician said, no, River doesn't need this level of support. He'll be fine. You know, he sees him once a fucking year.
Yeah.
Once a year for 20 minutes. And he tried to tell me that River didn't need this level of support, right? And that was pretty much the end of the appointment. And I said, I'm not fucking leaving here until you put it on a piece of paper that my son is this, so he can go on the next 12 months getting the correct support from school. You're the voice. You tell the fucking doctor. Whether it's for yourself, whether it's for your kids, whether it's for somebody else, use your voice.
This time last year, I didn't want to be alive anymore, and I was close to taking my life, and I kind of feel like I got PTSD about it. I've been scared of rehab because I can't be weak around my dad, and I have to be a support rock for my mum while my dad can't be around. Your streams in this community, Crumpy, keep me going every day, and I'll be eternally grateful for every one of you.
No.
Cabbage, I fucking love you, man.
Was that from Cabbage?
That was from Cabbage. We love you, Cabbage.
I've been close to taking my life. Has anybody else here been suicidal? I have. It's a very dark place to be in.
It's a very dark place to be.
Very dark place to be in.
I will say I still bottle up. I still bottle still up at times, but ever since I started Twitch, I've got better talking about stuff. Yes, we are amazing. Nah, I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable. I like to avoid hiding it. George, just know if you ever need to talk, man, it's okay to not be okay. Just remember, I'm here. We love you too, Cabbage. Cabbage, you aren't weak, you are strong. Look at you, babe, you're killing it. Shags, yes. Marissa, yes. Cheerio, yes. Diane, yes. Rampage, yes. Very insane.
I've been hospitalized 7 times over the last year from it. From suicidal.
Yeah.
For being
Well,
suicidal.
you said who else has been suicidal? So
Yeah.
they're answering what you're saying.
Thankfully, no. Very fucking insane. I tried to OD back in April. I've been suicidal. Yeah. Guys, it's a fucking tough subject to talk about. But there was a time where, it was a few years ago for me, time where the kids were really being too much and I couldn't handle it. I was getting so frustrated that I wasn't getting any outside support. I wasn't getting any family support. Crumpy was working full time. I couldn't manage the house. The house was always filthy, messy. I wasn't fucking, I wasn't able to do the dishes or the laundry. The kids are just running amok, screaming, yelling, fighting with each other. I was getting phone calls after phone calls from school. They were getting suspended. It was just like I had no job for myself. I was going nowhere in my life. I was like, this is my fucking life. Fuck my life. I was told by a professional psychologist, child psychologist, that the children are the way they are because of me. So that fucked me up in my head even more. So I literally got into my car one day and I was hysterical and I was driving past tree after tree after tree after light pole after light pole after light pole, and I was just like, I was speeding. I was fucking speeding. And I was like, all I have to do is fucking run my car up this fucking light pole or up this fucking tree and I'll be dead. That's all I have to do. That's all I have to do. And I'll be dead. And then I don't have to worry about any of the shit anymore. I drove for about 10 minutes, I think, and I knew I was in a dangerous fucking place. My headspace was in a dangerous fucking place. And I drove myself to the nearest doctor's surgery, and I just ran up to the receptionist and I said, if you don't fucking let me talk to somebody right now, I'm about to kill myself. I'm literally going to kill myself. And yeah, that was it. And I got thrown into therapy and I was on 24-hour surveillance, suicidal watch by the government. They would call me every half an hour to make sure that I wasn't going to kill myself for a good few fucking months. And that's fucking parenting life. That's parenting life. That's like, you're gonna go fucking nowhere in life, man. Like, that's fucking all up in here. That's everything caving in on you. But you gotta fucking get yourself out of there. You gotta get out. You gotta push harder than ever for your kids. You gotta push fucking harder than ever for yourself. Like, I had to realize that I am full of so much fucking talent and so much fucking personality, and I've got so much to fucking work for my kids and this cunt, this fucking cunt right here, I kept going. And I'm worth it. And so were fucking you. You're fucking worth it. You're all fucking worth it. So that was one of my fucking baddest time. I think it was about 4 years ago. Everything was building up on me. Everything was building up on me.
Do you know what happened to that doctor?
What doctor?
The doctor who blamed you for the kids? What happened to the doctor?
Did someone mention it?
No, I'm asking you. What happened when we went to that doctor together after she'd said that?
I can't remember.
What did I say to her?
Can you refresh my memory?
If you have anything to say like that.
Oh
to my
yeah, that's
wife.
right. If you got anything to say to yeah, that's right. I remember now.
This doctor literally picked on her
Yeah.
while I wasn't there.
Yeah.
I was at work.
Yeah.
And this doctor could see she was fragile, and this doctor literally went at her, blaming her for how the kids are.
Yeah.
Blamed her for how our kids are, while I wasn't there.
Mhm.
That sent her into this spiral.
Yep.
You wonder how I felt going back to that doctor the next week?
And this doctor, we went to them every single week
For help.
for therapy for the
For
kids.
help. For support.
I reached out to her, so not the other way around. And she put me in this fucking mindset that I had to do.
Morning, Spanksy.
I had to do everything that she told me to do, or I'd get myself into shit. Anyway, I got into that fucking mental health space, and I ended up seeing a therapist myself. And hey,
Thank you, Full Auto Girl, for the raid. Let's go. That's right.
I ended up seeing a therapist myself. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. We're just having a bit of a
Chinwag.
a bit of a discussion about our lives. Let you guys know a little bit more about us. Where we come from.
Shag said, George goes, doctors always say that shit. I know they're fucked up. Shag said, Crump saved me from, I was heading down a dark path, and Crumpy talked to me and helped me so much. Pretty sure I wouldn't be here. If I didn't raid Crumpy with Foking, I wouldn't be here. Casualty. We love you, Shags. Just always remember that. No matter what we go through, Shags, we love you. A pediatrician from the public system tried to tell me that there was nothing wrong with my kids 10 years ago. She was very fucking wrong. Some doctors are absolute assholes, always think they're right. Exactly, Sarah.
Yeah.
Also, she tried to report me to CPS and then got fired. That's what happened with this same doctor.
Yeah, so
She tried to report us to the fucking docs.
who said that?
Casualty.
Casualty. Yeah. So after I saw a therapist, I said, "Fuck you, bitch."
We're not going back to
I'm
that
not
doctor
going back.
after I had my way with her.
Yeah, I'm not going back to that fucking therapist for my kids, and I pulled them out.
We pulled him out of there.
And then the same psychologist dogged me to children's services saying that I was neglecting my kids from mental health services.
And they sent them round to our house.
And they sent them around to my house to investigate me. Luckily, I was on my fucking pathway to show this cunt wrong and get into families like us lives to that's the whole reason why I got into it. Because I was like, fuck you, bitch. I'm going to go and show
do this the right way.
families how to fucking be treated and how kids are supposed to be treated. Like, we've got the most experience in the world with kids with autism and fucking ADHD. So I'm going to go and put myself in that situation and help other families out, not fucking you.
That's why she got into the industry.
And the docs, the children's services go, fucking good on you, love. Like, good on ya. Like, we're going to scrap this case because obviously you've taken something good out of this fucking experience. I was like, yeah, I have. And the other fucking chick can get fucked. But she ended up not being there anymore.
Yeah.
She's gone. She's fucking gone. And good. Because I can't imagine how many other families she's turned upside down. Like, she nearly made me go kill myself. Like, she's fucking insane.
I didn't grab the machete, Shags, because I think that would have been a bit too much at a children's a place where children go. Marissa, in 2018, I was having some real big issues with friends, and then my home life was also unsafe. I had nobody, and I was completely hopeless. I ended up having my sister always telling me I'm a piece of crap, and I tried to kill myself. I was literally so dangerous. And one day, when I was sitting in a corner alone, a girl came and sat with me, and then became my best friend. She saved me. Sorry for the long text, but even one person started to... Exactly. One person can change a whole life around.
Mm-hmm.
One single person.
Yeah.
And that's why I always say when I'm like love rating people or when I'm shouting people out in the chat, you can meet your new best friend. You can meet somebody who just changes your life. You can meet anybody who changes the way you feel about life just by going and checking out somebody else on Twitch. You will find some amazing people on this platform. And I only shout people out because I've been in their streams. I know how good these people are. I would never recommend you to somebody who I didn't want in here. Never. Thank you again, Full Auto Girl, for the raid. We appreciate that. Yo, that picture in the background is awesome. You're damn right it is, George. Crumpy got that for our anniversary. It's me and Queen sitting on a hill.
So, guys, if you don't know, this picture here.
You come this way.
Oh shit!
Watch the mic.
This picture here. See, it's on a cliff and on like city in the background, and we're sitting on a cliff.
I got this made for us before our 10th
So
year anniversary.
no,
11th.
no.
You've just wrecked the whole wall.
Oh well.
I got this made for us before we went on a date.
I think it was 13th anniversary. It was 2 years ago, I think.
Anyway, I got this made for us before our anniversary because I had planned to re-propose to Queen.
So yeah, a couple of years ago, we were on the verge of getting a divorce because Crumpy had a really bad gambling problem, and
Good morning, Gob.
it was very self-centered, just cared about himself. Yeah, a lot of things under the sun. But anyway,
That's for another episode.
we were going to
That's for
get a
another
divorce, but Crumpy tried really fucking hard and got himself sorted out. We actually threw our wedding rings into the Brisbane City River.
Which is the river that's in the picture.
So our rings that we have on today
Our new rings.
are not our original engagement
Wedding
or
rings.
wedding rings.
new ones.
About 2 years ago, we had a complete refresh,
We restarted.
and
We rebooted.
on our, I think it's on our 13th
think it was our 13th
anniversary. I think it was our 13th anniversary. Crumpy re-proposed, but I actually beat him to it.
Yeah, she did, and I didn't know it was going to happen.
Yeah, he didn't know that I was actually going to re-propose to him. So, yeah, that was the moment when we decided
I
to
was fighting it.
throw our old wedding rings, engagement rings into the Brisbane River, and we put our new ones on. And we actually said to each other on our 20th anniversary, we're going to go and renew our vows.
Yeah.
What's that? What are you?
Rainsy, I've really enjoyed this stream. It's been a massive eye-opener for me, but I have to get to bed. I'll be wrecked tomorrow. Keep doing what you're doing, both of you. We love you, Rainsy!
Mum.
Someone's about to make jokes about plumbing. Hey, I was
Mum,
fixing
what are
the
valves?
plumbing yesterday, guys.
Mum,
I was fixing the pipes.
What
Yes,
Are,
Caro.
what are vowels?
Wedding
like when you get
vows.
wedding.
What are
Rip the
those?
hats. I know,
What?
Gorm, they all fell
Are
off.
they money you're supposed to get?
That was the
No.
story.
What is it then?
My mum has had that happen. The doctor told her she's psychotic. That's not the story. My dad, maybe that's for another story. We love you, Shags. V Dodger, good morning, sir. How are you? Game Girl Sam, now Crumpy has a Twitch addiction. You're right. I do.
Yes.
I don't have a poker gambling
Yes.
addiction anymore. I have a Twitch addiction. I want to get bigger and grow.
But I'd rather a Twitch addiction than him being at the pub,
she
fucking
would.
spending money and lying about it.
She did. She does. And she gets to help me with it.
Yeah. I like creative
Good morning,
shit.
Rose.
I like design.
Good
I love
morning,
creating
Rose.
shit.
There's a
So,
block.
and I love talking to people as well, so it kind of works for
Alright.
both of us.
Yeah,
Yeah, so that picture, that's actually
Go to bed.
what
No.
we looked like when
Never.
we asked each other.
Yeah. That was
So,
after
yeah.
we came back from America.
See, I'm
We
not
were sitting on
fine.
Victoria Point in Brisbane.
Yeah, in
and
Brisbane. We're in the city.
That's what it looked
See,
like.
I'm not tired.
You are.
My eyes
Good morning,
are
Crump,
wide
Mrs.
open.
Queen Crump. Okay.
My eyes
So you
are
can just say
wide open.
Crump without facial hair. Good morning, Queen Fuego. How are you?
Queen Fuego.
Guys, we're going to wrap this up now.